Hi, as per your request, today I'm going to be filming a video on how to write a 10-minute poem. So the first thing you want to do is have a word. So the word I have is receipt, courtesy of Trisha. The second thing you want to do is really go back to the definition of the word. Even though you know what the word means, it's really good to just have a refresher, get ideas going. The action of receiving something or the fact of it's being received, a recipe, that's archaic, so I don't want to use that. Mark a bill as paid. Okay, that's the one I find most interesting, so I'm going to write it over here, just as a reminder to myself. Mark a bill as paid. If I want, what I could also do is over here go into images and just see a little bit. Okay, so we're looking at a transaction. The second thing I want to do, so this I would call sort of like step one is finding the word. Step two is really looking at the definition. The third thing I want to do is have sort of like a message that I want to give. Now, if you put a lot of expectations on yourself in the first minute, you're not doing the job. What you want to do is just let your ideas flow. So I'm just going to write a blurb. It's not going to look very good. It's not going to be my final draft, but I'm okay with it. Okay, let's see. Receipts I have to pay that I never intended to. Okay, but a receipt means you've already paid, so that doesn't work. Receipts I never anticipated. Okay, what do we pay for? Well, there's the physical objects, like things. But I want to go a little bit more deep, so I'm going to go physical object, health, relationships, health, relationship, and things. Maybe we'll just have 3 for now. Okay, so okay, what do I have so far? My idea so far is that I'm paying for things I never intended to pay for. So I like to make this more of a societal thing. So let's go to sort of like a message over here. These receipts I never anticipated piling up at my door. Okay, these bills I never anticipated piling up at my door, waiting to be paid. The sadness is that paying is not a choice. Okay, what did I do prior that led to this? I'm gonna go back over here. I walked in with my consumerist mentality, getting things off of shelves and putting them into my basket. No, never intending to pay for them. I took this lightly. Again, almost. Oops, a typo. Fixing that. These bills I never anticipated. Okay. Okay, so what could be the reason why my health has to pay? Junk food, maybe cigarettes, drugs, and like being couch potato. Okay. I don't think couch potato is the best word to use. Sedentary sounds better. Couch potato is kind of bringing my poem a little bit more too informal, I guess. the 4 things. That was 4, right? Yeah, 4. I'm going to erase the typos. I don't like this enumeration idea. Okay, I took them lightly. Right, I'm consuming and not really realizing I'm going to have to pay for it. They're aspects of my personality. Okay, I might leave person for now. That were supposed to be nothing but leisurely. But they accumulated bills. I thought I was above paying. I was wrong. That's a stanza on its own. Where do I want to go from here? So we did health. Let's go back and see what was the second category. Relationships. Okay, let's see what I could write about relationships. I yelled at her because she was always supposed to stay. So how do I abuse sort of relationships, right? I didn't show up for him because I expected he always would. What's another way that I could be abusing a relationship? So I talked about how I didn't show up for someone. I talked about yelling, sort of like taking a relationship for granted. Ooh, what about like if I think about a way that I'm being taken for granted? What are ways that people might have taken me for granted? Oh, actually no, because I'm the one still paying. So I'm giving a lot of myself instead of giving it to the right people. So like I'm like essentially paying the wrong bill, which ends up with me having to pay 2 bills, right? So I loved her even though she would never return my care. I gave in the wrong direction, paying bills I never received, and ignoring the ones, oops, I don't know why that went into that mode, I had to pay. There we go. I like this now. It's a lot better. I think I like the consistency of like a paragraph by different ways. So what was the third one? It was things, right? So in my consumerist society, I thought I was exempt. I thought I was the strong one that would never be touched. I bought over and over again, yet laughed at the people I saw with filled carts. Little did I realize others were laughing at me and that my cart too was filled. Our paradox as a society is that we adopted a consumerist view without paying its bills. Now I'm going to change certain things, but what I wanted to do was close essentially my poem with the message. So I had the message at the beginning and now I have the message at the end with my 3 sort of stanzas in the middle, my 3 ways of seeing the same message without expecting receipts. These bills won't ask you to pay because the idea is I'm having receipts without really knowing. Like I'm seeing them as bills, right? Like I don't even realize how much I've paid. So how could I say that? Like my message is that we do things in our lives, but we don't really expect to have to pay for them. So these bills won't be sent to you waiting to be paid. You've already started paying for them. You've already started paying You just didn't notice the receipt. Okay, now my 10 minutes are up. So read my poem. It's okay that I erase certain things. It's okay that my punctuation is off and I need to fix it. But this is what it will look like as I'm sort of like correcting and erasing certain lines. I walked in with my consumerist mentality, getting things off of the shelves and putting them into my basket, never intending to pay for them. I took this lightly, a game almost, these bills I never anticipated, piling up at my door, waiting to be paid. The sadness is that paying is not a choice. Junk food, cigarettes, drugs, and my sedentary syndrome. I took them lightly, aspects of my person that were supposed to be nothing but leisurely. The accumulated bills I thought I was above paying. I was wrong. I yelled at her because she was always supposed to stay. I didn't show up for him because I expected he always would. I loved her even though she would never return my care. I gave in the wrong directions, paying bills I never received, and ignoring the ones I had to pay. In my consumerist society, I thought I was exempt. I thought I was the strong one that should never and would never be touched. I bought over and over again, yet I laughed at the people I saw with filled carts. Little did I realize others were laughing at me, and that my cart, too, was filled. Our paradox as a society is that we adopted a consumerist mentality without expecting receipts. These bills won't be sent to you, just waiting to be paid. You've already started paying. You just didn't notice the receipts. I hope you liked the video, and I really want to say don't be afraid to go back and erase certain paragraphs, erase certain lines, and let me know what you think in the comments. If you want me to do this again with a different word or show you a little bit more about the editing process at the end, please let me know. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye!